Whether you like showing time or you don't like showing time, here are 5 things that you probably didn't know that you can do to help drive your business, as well as give your clients the feedback they're looking for. Hey, it's Mark here at the Hiller Group, brokered by HP Realty. My team and I have you covered here along the beautiful Florida Panhandle from Pensacola all the way through Panama City, where we've been fortunate enough to sell over 1,200 homes in the past 10 years. One of the things that agents don't realize you can do is that you can customize the feedback templates. What does that mean, Mark? Well, there's a standard template for feedback that asks all the same questions as every other agent. You can go in and customize that. You can customize it to ask questions like, how would your client rate this on a scale of 1 to 5? Will your client be making an offer? Do you need additional information? All questions that can be geared towards getting you the real information that you want. As we all know, agents are the absolute worst. Probably the biggest problem I have with agents is doing their job. Doing your job is giving feedback to the listing agent. Plain and simple. The seller was kind enough to let strangers into their house. The least you could do is give them feedback of what you thought about the house. And what I found is a lot of times agents, they don't give the feedback because they're afraid. They're afraid to tell the truth because the house may not be good, but they're afraid to give that feedback. We want honest feedback. It doesn't have to be brutally honest, but give us feedback. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back.
Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
But you can't properly list a home and do your client a great service if you don't have feedback from the showings that are happening. I hope you know also that this feedback can be requested automatically for as long as the agent sets it up for. So if you're getting pestered, you think it's a pain in the ass because they keep getting these texts and these emails, just stop and answer them because that agent can have that thing go on for months. Stop, do your job, give the feedback, and then we'll leave you the hell alone. Next thing you need to know is that the feedback can be manually entered into showing time. What does that mean? So if an agent happens to call you after the showing and say, hey, I had a quick question about the seller's disclosure, what does this mean, blah, 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 and then they give you the feedback, you as the listing agent can go in the back end and put their feedback in there and turn off the request going to that agent. I highly recommend doing this. Do your clients a service and go in there, turn it off if you got feedback so that agent doesn't keep getting pestered. We actually forgot to do it recently on a house and we were under contract with another agent and the agent got feedback. We're already under contract and the feedback was we're under contract. So that was embarrassing. We needed to make sure we go in and turn that feature off once you go under contract too, because showing time doesn't always know. The other thing with this feedback is you need to make sure that when you input it in there, you understand that your client's going to get a copy of it. So you as the buying agent, you show the house, whatever feedback you put in there, that is being pushed most likely directly to the seller without passing go. We send it directly over to the seller. And guess what? I can turn it on too, where they get to see your name. So you may not want to be a smartass and put smartass comments about the house. Oh, peace and blah, 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 blah. Beep, 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 beep. All these beeps and stuff in the feedback because guess what? It's going directly to that seller. I don't push the agent's information to the seller, but agents that have left really brutal feedback, most of those sellers have asked me who the agent was. And I'm gonna tell them, if you're willing to put it on there and put it in there and send it back, then you should be okay with the seller knowing your name. I personally would just be honest, but not brutal. Constructive criticism, not destroying criticism. The next thing you wanna think about too that you may not know about showing time is you have on-demand listing activity reports with charts and graphs that track your listing's progress for you to share with your clients. I want you to run a test, agents. Go look at a listing that's been on the market longer than 30 days and ask that agent how many showings they've had. What do you think that answer is gonna be? I don't know, about 10. I don't know, maybe 20. We've had a lot, multiple per week, a ton. They can't give you a definitive answer. How can you properly market, sell, and represent your client without having the data from your showings? How can you not know how many showings you've had, what the feedback's been, right? Like we put in there, please rate this property scale of 1 to 5. Guess what? If I have 20 showings, I now have a graph I can show my client that says, hey, all 20 people think the house is overpriced. Think that helps plead your case with your client and educate them on the market? Do yourself a favor and utilize the tools that are at your fingertips, folks. Like, it's not that hard. You need to just make sure you're utilizing the things that are already there. And I know I'm gonna get some kind of haters in here saying, oh, I don't believe in showing time, Zillow owns it, blah, blah, blah. Zillow's already got the data. Like, it's too late. They already own showing time. There's nothing you can do about it. I've been a partner with Zillow for years. Agents probably look at it as a negative thing, but guess what? I cannot outmarket them. I'm gonna ride along with them as long as I can.
Hey, thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
Started out small to a real bond.
Better to partner with them and go further than act like I can beat them.
Because I'm telling you, I can beat that committee, and I can beat them my own way.
How?
Now, is all my business from Zillow? Absolutely not. It makes up about 30% of our business. So the other 70% I'm getting from normal channels, well, guess what? As far as I'm concerned, that's just another leg to my business that other agents aren't capitalizing on. Probably another reason that we can sell as many homes as we do and help agents get off to a quick start in their real estate career because we're able to offer them more opportunities. I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but utilize showing time to your advantage. You're not going to be able to make it go away, so you might as well adapt. The real estate world is not what it was in 1982. Those days are not coming back. And if you don't keep advancing with it, you're going to be left behind. If you're struggling in this new market, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help. We can have a private consultation and see if maybe partnering with our team or our group at eXp could benefit you and your business. Hit the like and subscribe button if you found this useful. Pound that bell for the notifications immediately, and we will see you on the next one.